Hello everybody. Alright, today we will be doing a caliper rebuild on the ITR rear calipers. So I've already done one. This one's complete. I'm going to show you, this was trial and error for me, so getting this piston in with this rubber seal was very tricky. I was fighting with this for quite a while before I found a trick, and I will share it with you. Searching on a lot of the YouTube videos, I did not find this trick. Other people were doing different methods and it didn't work for me, so I'm going to show you, and let's get to the rebuild. Alright, so this one's done, so I'll work on this one here. Okay, so it's kind of tricky. I don't have a vise. You're gonna need these fancy little guys. I got this from Amazon. Part number is 4870, and the part number for the rear rebuild caliper kit is 01473 SV4010. It should be compatible with all rear RSX calipers, regardless of model. If it's Type R, if it's Premium, if it's Type S, but just check anyway.
OTC, and these are deep reach snap ring pliers. So go ahead. That's the first step, is to take out the circlip. Come on. I can't find the hole. Those little buggers. Need some light here.
Okay, so I'm struggling with it for a little bit. We're going to take the whole unit out here. Oh, a second. Take this out first. This is where your brake cable attaches to, right here. So you want to pull this one out. Okay. Now try to take it out in one piece.
Two-part system here. A little pill. Oops. Now, what I took out of here, you can see some rust, surface rust starting to build, so I like to clean that up, especially the moving components inside the caliper. I like to just clean these up on my wheel over here, on my grinder, so just take a second to do that. It's apart. It's best you just do it now. Don't forget your safety glasses. Nice aluminum-like finish. Nice and clean. Okay.
Okay, so we need there's the gasket for the parking brake there. So we'll just pull this out. Very simple. And again, pink stuff. Okay, that's easy. Just push it in. Push that in. Oh, sure it slips in around the edges. Okay, now we'll just push this back in. There we go.
Okay, I'm just going to clean up the inside here a little bit. Just use a little bit of brake cleaner. That's good enough. Okay. So.
Now be careful, guys. There is a small O-ring here. You need to take that out and replace it with the little guy that's included with the rebuild kit. Okay. And then there is also a little rubber guy right there. You need to take out. Okay. And replace it with what we got in the kit here. I was reluctant to do this rebuild because I don't want to be tearing apart my calipers, and I was scared to death. But after watching a few videos, I see, you know, it's not that hard, and anybody can tackle it. It's pretty easy. Just take your time, and it's a great project if you want to do this over the winter, if you want to rebuild new calipers. So you want to take the included pink stuff, and you want to put that generously, not too much, but just coat it around all the rubber. Okay. And then we'll just put that back. There. And the same thing with this piece. Now remember the orientation you took this off of. It's supposed to go facing down. So facing down, I don't know if you can see that. So the groove is facing down. The dome part is facing up. Okay, just like that. And same thing with the little washer and the ball bearing type washer. Like that, and then you want to flip it upside down and put it on your, and there you go. And this will get compressed now, and the C-clip will hold it. So this can go back in. What I like to do, maybe put a little bit of oil. You don't really have to, because there's still a little bit of remnants of grease in there, or brake fluid. So you don't really have to. And don't forget the pill. Now the pill goes in. Make sure you see you have to turn this little brake lever until you see the opening inside, and that opening fits this pill. And just drop it in, and there you go. I don't know if you can't see that, but there's a little opening. So when I turn, see, when I turn it, the pill gets stuck. So that's where you want it. And this assembly just slips in. I'm just going to put a little bit of oil. I'm just going to coat the threads too of the Okay, now C-clip goes back. And what you want to do is when you put this in, you'll want to put this in, and then because you're only pushing down on one side, it won't click into the groove. So you got to make sure you have a screwdriver, because you got to push this down, and if not, the other side's going to pop up. So you need a screwdriver on one end, pushing down, while you push down on this, and make sure you hear a click. It's a little bit tricky. Like I said, if I had a vise, it would be easier. I have to verify that with the light. It's in the groove, but I just have to push down on the other end here. You don't want that. You don't want your rear brakes failing. So make sure the C-clip is actually inside the groove, and I think I should have to push a little bit more. It's hard for you guys to see it. Anyway, just have to push a little bit more. Maybe it's already seated. Make sure the parking brake part is moving, and it actually moves the shaft in and out. You can actually visibly see it when you turn that. Make sure that shaft is moving in and out. Okay. Now, that's the inner seal. Again, you want to use grease. These are garbage. The pink stuff. Okay. This just slips into there's a groove, not the first one, but the second one. You'll see a groove. There we go. The second one is actually a little bit faster for me. I was fighting a lot with the first one. That's just how it goes. Trial and error. I never done this before. So okay. Okay, now. Okay guys, so I just finished the piston. Now, like I said, you have to be very, very gentle, and there's going to be some frustration, but I mean, to try to get this boot in there, you got to keep this piston as high up as possible and the boot as low as possible to the end, where you gently hold the piston while you try and tuck with a flathead, tuck the boot underneath slowly, and you'll feel it. You'll feel once it starts going in all the way around. But you got to keep this held because this wants to slip down has gravity, right? So you want to keep this as high up as possible. There's going to be probably many attempts, but you'll get it. Believe me, it's not too bad. So I'm just finishing up now, and I'm just going to put some more grease here, some more lube on the piston, and then just button it up. Okay, you may want to spin this. Good. So what I do is I like to just not retract it first to put the boot in place around the piston groove, and then I want to extend it to check to make sure the seal is actually seating all the way around, and the rubber went into the groove and it's sealed, so it's one continuous piece, right? So now you just want to push it back down and you're done. And that's the hardest part. Now you want to put your parking brake together. Piece has to align, so you have to turn the spring mechanism to push this into the groove. There you go. And the bolt. did this one wrong then. I think, let's see. Just to let you guys know, this is a 17 millimeter for this nut here for the parking brake. Okay. Make sure it's working. Yep. See? It's moving. And now the spring. This is a little tricky here. The spring, you want it to go this part over on this, and then you have to get this over here. That's not so bad. Okay. There we go. It's good. That's it, guys. That wraps up the rear caliper rebuild for my RSX Type S, and these are powder coated gold. I actually had these powder coated, so they're ready. And these are the ITR rear calipers. And guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If it was informative, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, whatever you got to do, and we'll see you on the next one. All right.